Okay, hi guys. So, if you don't know me, my name is Kayla Holtzclaw. I'm a diamond leader with the business with It Works Global, um, and I've been doing this since March of last year. So a lot of you guys are new, maybe, and you're starting to go through the motions. Okay, so when I first joined, I was really, really, really excited. I was really nervous, but I was really excited. I was really excited. I was like on a roll. I was enrolling. I personally enrolled a lot because I took a lot of action. I took massive action to get my results. I wanted 4 customers so that I could get bonus qualified. I wanted all of the bonuses. At that point, there was a double good bonus, so there was like a $10,000 bonus up for grabs within 3 months, and I really was going to try to go after it, so I didn't care. And but in the meantime, I got qualified for my bonuses. I got my first 4 customers, and it's because I talked to everybody. I didn't pick and choose who to talk to. I spoke to literally everybody on my Facebook list, even I think men included. I just didn't add so many emojis to the messages. But like personally from then on forward, I don't talk to men anymore. Not unless I personally knew them from high school or they were good friends with my husband, along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Men can be a little creepy, and I'm sorry if you're a guy on the team. It's just, it's happened way too many times that, nope. Anyways, so I wanted to talk a little bit about like what my day looks like for this business, and you guys can make it your own. So this is different. You don't have a boss telling you what to do, when to do it. You have to pick your schedule and what works best for you. So kind of figure out where you have 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes even to spare, and where you can work your business in those times. So the most time for me that I need is usually taken up by messaging. So what we do every day is simple. We post, we message, we follow up, and we grow our market. We add friends, okay? Adding friends is really, really quick. It's like a mindless task that you can even just do while you're in the bathroom. Like go and pee. Like it does not take 20 minutes. You just click, click, click. I usually will go to people who have birthdays. It's something that's going to pop up in my notifications, so I can actually automatically just go there, pick somebody who's got a birthday today, preferably, you know, obviously not somebody who's on my team. And I try to actually look for people outside of my area, people with not so many mutual friends. But that's because like you guys are my team, and I'm not trying to run into the same potentials. I'm trying, this is how I broaden it out. So I actually will go, like every now and then in Facebook, they'll give you a sponsor or an ad, because Facebook is smart. It knows what you like based on the things that you've liked on Facebook or talked about on Facebook. So you'll get these little ads. And what I've been doing is I've just been clicking on the likers and just going down the list. And if somebody has like a pretty profile, or like they look over the age of 18, they're female, they might look like a mom, the name is normal, like there's certain things you don't want to add, certain people that you don't want to add, because there are like robots out there and you can tell a fake profile. But so I'll just go in and I'll do that for like probably 15 people. I try not to test it there because you don't have any mutual friends typically on these ads and these likers. So they are a brand new market. It's fresh. Like I can start there, and think about it. If I get somebody like that to host a post for me, I'm going to get so many comments and so much good stuff. I love adding new friends because of that, okay? So I love expanding my market because I know I'm just going to keep growing, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. So I'll do it that way, or I'll do something like I'll go to a friend's page. I'll of course add all of my host to post potentials, or I'll go to like a friend's page that I know is not going to join my team, like they've made it very clear, or like family members. That's when I first joined, it was my husband. I went to my aunt and my cousin's page because they immediately were like, I'm not going to support your business. I think it's a scam. You're not going to make real money with that. Like, we're totally unsupportive. I specifically remember coming home and being like, I don't know if I can do this. Should I quit now? And I was like, no, I have to do this. I have to do this because if I don't do this, I'm still gonna be stuck crying about my debt. Like, I just gotta figure this shit out. So I stopped crying about it. A huge thing in this business is like the stuff that we do is not hard. Posting, messaging, following up with people is actually not hard. It's getting out of your comfort zone and getting out of your own head, okay? People don't not respond to you because they're like mad at you, bro. And if you go into your messaging thinking like that, it's gonna happen. You're gonna come across some rude people. From the like serious bottom of my heart, I have been doing this for I had a lot of salty people I messaged in the beginning, but it was mainly like my main support group. It was like my family and close friends who were salty. So guess what? I needed some new friends. People don't talk to me that way anymore. People are not rude to me, and if they are rude to me, they're typically in direct sales, okay? On the other hand, trying to tell me how to run my business. And that's it. So guess what? You're blocked. Like, I don't need you to tell me not to message you. Like, that's stupid. I'm asking you to put up a post. It's not a big deal. I'm not putting a gun to your head. It's a referral system. It's no different than word of mouth, except now you can use your social media platform. People are pretty nice if you're just asking like, hey, this is what's gonna go on. Would you be willing to put up a post for me? I'll even get you entered to win some free products. I literally just leave it super simple, and that's it. And they're like, yeah. And if they say no, okay, I typically add their friends, and I let them either sit behind on the sidelines, because you never know. I personally you never know who's going to join your team or decide to be a customer. So I don't delete them per se unless you're mean to me or rude to me, because that has everything to do with you, and you need to check yourself, and maybe one day we'll be friends again, and that's kind of how I see it, and we're meant to cross paths. But no negativity in my life. That was the first thing I did when I joined. I had to cut all of that crap out. I had to cut like my family, my sister, like all the people who didn't believe in me, and just tune it all out. So, and work hard. And I worked hard. I talked a lot about mindset today because it held me back in my business for far too long. When you're first joining, you're actually spending more time. If you were like me, who was scared to message people because I didn't really understand messaging, and it felt weird, right? It feels weird at first because it's just not something you're used to. It's like a new relationship. It's like if you were going to a new school or starting college and you just graduated high school, you got a new job, anything, you make new friends. It's a little weird, uncomfortable at first, and you kind of have no idea what you're doing, and you're just kind of trusting the person who enrolled you to guide you in the right direction. But I trusted my uplines. I looked at their pages, and they were making money. They were making, and in the places that I wanted to be. So I was gonna just roll with it. I was gonna do what they said, and eventually, like, I would find my own groove. And guess what? That's what happened. That's what happened. I figured out how to post for myself. So, which reminds me, I want to talk about posts. If you're gonna share like a quote or like a viral meme, save the picture to your phone, okay? And then make your own post about it. Make something funny later on, but don't share it like other people do all across the Facebook feed, because Facebook looks at it as, well, she doesn't really have good quality content to share with her readers, so we're not really gonna show her posts high up in the feed where everybody else is first clicking, okay? Like when you first go into your Facebook every day and you're like, I'm gonna scroll, and other people are gonna scroll, they're not gonna see your It Works posts. They're not even gonna see your hosts posts, because you're too, like, if you post too many of those viral things and crap, like, Facebook is kind of punishing you for it. They just feel like, well, everybody else is doing that, we're just gonna, like, she doesn't have anything good to say. Do you know what I mean? So if you look at my page, Sarah Neerman's page, Jade's page. Jade posts a lot. I don't post as much as Jade. But it's my life. Like, I'm just intertwining my business with my life. I work my business here or there. Like, I have a crazy day. Typically my mornings are I can never predict what's going to happen. Sometimes I come and knock into like a big old mess with my kiddo and my dogs. I got birds. Like, I got too many things to take care of. But That's where my priorities are in the morning. And then what I'll do is I'll sit down, I'll power hour my business, but it's typically late at night when everybody else is sleeping. And that's kind of how I've always done it. I've always listened to something good that gets me like excited. It gets me excited about what the future has for me. So I first started watching a lot of Jade videos, old Jade videos, but if you look at Jade's videos and if you go through her teachings, just know that a lot of that stuff is outdated. You work through social media now and it's constantly changing. So even something probably from like 6 months ago is outdated. So just take it with a grain of salt. But a lot of her stuff is so powerful and so inspiring, and it teaches you to be a better rep, because the only difference between me and you right now is I heard no a lot. I heard no a lot. I was ignored. I just stayed consistent and I didn't quit, and I worked and I kept working. Even on the days I didn't feel like it. So sometimes people think that like me being a stay-at-home mom means I have it easier. I wish I could say that. I really do, but I know personally there have been days in my business where I've decided not to work at all and just lay in bed and soak, because my depression can get that intense. And now that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I've completely flipped my life, and I don't take like anything for this because I don't want to. It has its downfalls, but because I now know that, those are things I have to watch for. So I have to force myself out of bed. I have to force myself to like put on a good face, get myself in a better groove, in a better mindset. So that means I'm like extra developing into myself. So I listen to a lot of Tony Robbins and Morgan Griffin and Morgan McIntyre. These are all just people I love hearing, either in the business or not in the business. Like Will Smith is a great motivational speaker. You gotta find the right ones. So I do all my searches through YouTube, and you can kind of tell if it's gonna be a good one like right off the bat, because I don't know. I just want to hear the person I looked for. So like if I type in Will Smith motivational speeches, like I just want Will Smith talking. Like I don't need some random Joe Schmo like starting the conversation off. Like I've heard some weird stuff anyways. Or music in the background. Like you can tell there's certain things. And let's see. I listen to a lot of podcasts. That's something my husband also does just for his own sanity, because it's like reading a book, but you don't physically have the book in front of you. You can just listen. And there's so much out there. Like you can find a podcast on anything. I have a few that are good about like making money and doing better for the world and like achieving your dreams, and it puts you in a really good spot. And then there's another girl I listen to who's kind of sassy, and she's like, yo, get your butt in gear. I listen to her all the time. She's pretty good. Joe Rogan is pretty, like that's my husband's favorite. He always listens to like how men survive, go through all these like, I don't know, whatever. What else do I want to talk about so I don't ramble? Okay, post daily, what do I do? So I message about anywhere from 50 to 150 new people a day. So that number might sound scary to you, but I break that up. Like I can't sit there and do 100 at one point, because I get really stir crazy and I have to work my business in like 10-minute intervals, or like I can't. It's my ADD. I don't know what it is. Coffee helps a bit. So I'll set timers for myself, and I'll try to work as fast as I can. Instagram, I can go pretty quickly. If you don't utilize Instagram, the thing is, you can get a lot of responses, but you have to do typically twice the amount of messaging to get where you want to be. I guess in my personal experience with like I've built a lot of my business on Facebook. The lives have helped. I just feel like people know me on a different level on Facebook. So, I mean, I still utilize though Instagram. I do a lot of unsend resends. And on Instagram, I just message flat out for what I'm looking for. If I am looking for customers, that's what I'm sending for a message. If I'm looking for distributors, that's what I'm sending for a message. I have heard of other people doing the whole like, hey, do you have a Facebook? And then asking for a host to post, but I've never tried it. And the few people that I did, they were kind of like, they ignored me. So I haven't tried again. I just figured maybe I should keep them separate, because the thing is then I'm going to have all my Instagram friends and same as Facebook. But I mean, that happens anyway. I don't know. I haven't decided. So I might keep trying. This is the thing. So like there's 101 million ways to run your business. And if you like something that, you know, whatever, like a top leader or somebody else is doing, that some people get so salty, okay, when other people are successful in this business. Like you could look left and right and see somebody else getting their $150 shopping spree, promoting, you know, the month that you wanted to promote, being charged for these big things. And you're like, what am I doing wrong over here? It's not that. You don't know what the work was done underneath the scenes. And I know that when I'm like getting mass results, like the results I want, like enrolling customers, enrolling distributors like crazy, completing my steps to success, it's because like I just kept messaging and kept going until I got somebody. And if I ran out of people, I added more people. I waited a little bit, interacted, and then I did it again. But it's just taking massive action and going for it. You can't look and be like, well, I'm going to be angry about her success. That means that it's possible. That means it's possible that if that person can get their $150 shopping spree and, you know, they're in your group, okay, and you're seeing them like killing it, that means you can too. Ask them, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Like, well, how are you being successful? If they don't respond, or like look at a top leader. Like that's what I did. I looked and researched all of these top leaders and just watched their YouTubes. Ali Frazier was like amazingly just so powerful to me. She taught me how to brand myself and really get to know myself in this business and then utilize it on social media so that I could stand out. And that's what you want. You want to be yourself at the end of the day too. So I want to teach you all of these things. And along the way, you're going to be able to find ways to tweak your messages, to tweak your posts so that they all sound like you. Just let this business transform you along the way, and don't be mad or salty that somebody's doing the things that you want to do. You should be maybe inspired that you can do it too, that means it's possible, right? That's kind of how I see it. If Sarah Neerman can pay off thousands and thousands in her husband's student loan debt, that means I can do that too for myself and for my family. I have the same opportunity here. This is the same business, and we all started at ground zero with the same exact starter kit, except some of y'all joined and got a better deal, okay? Better deal than what I got, at least. I didn't get any cool samples in my kit. So, host to post, I've really just been like, I still give people options, which reminds me, I wanted to talk to you. If you are doing host to post and you're getting them up every day and you're noticing that maybe they're not getting so many comments, try switching them up just a tad. So instead of like, I switched mine up today. Hold on, I'll read it to you. My weight loss one, I decided to, I added like an actual weight loss amount in there, and then I said by fall, because summer's almost over. So I switched up the wording a little bit, and then instead of calling it like a 3-month, you know, I need 3-month volunteers, I'm doing 3-month makeovers. Like I'm just trying to tweak the words slightly on each one so that it helps my Facebook algorithm. And then it'll boost my post back up. But I have been noticing I'm getting more comments that way. So every host to post you send out, just tweak a little bit so it's not the same as the last one. Make new friends. Make new friends. If your old friends are being crabby and they're like, I don't want to host for you. I don't want to post for you. Why? This is stupid. Dude, make new friends. For real. I keep hearing that, and it's a lot of new people, and it's normal. It's just because they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't even know what it is, and they don't even think that it works. But I'm going to tell you, I've been doing it for 6 months. It works. It works. It's how I've been completing my steps to success 2 times for the last 4 months. Like it's amazing. Host of posts are just changing the game, but like you just gotta find ways to make them work. If you got an old host of posts, go back to one. Okay, go back to one, comment on it, say I got 6 spots left, or I need 2 spots to fill, or 8 spots are filled, like this is almost done, who else wants to join? Just keep the excitement going on the post, and Facebook is just gonna keep popping it up. And you know how it looks. So Ali Frazier made a post in the Black Diamond Boot Camp about how many times Bath and Body Works has emailed her in one day. It was like 6. And do you think that, they care that they've done that to her 6 times? Do you think she's mad? No, she actually went out and bought a whole bunch, like when she had the money to go do so. That's kind of what we're doing here, is we just keep putting up this post that's similar almost all the time, and people are going to keep reading it and keep reading it and keep reading it and get sick of reading it and just want to ask you about it. So I get messages from random people all the time, who might even comment on a post that was like a week old just because I boosted it. And that's it. Just try different things. Some people add pictures. I've added pictures before. Which reminds me, if you guys want to sell products like super well, get some before and after pictures of your own, okay? Personal results, sell it, because then that means anytime somebody wants to try to tell you that it doesn't work, you can just show them a picture and prove them wrong, first of all. So then they can't give you any crap. Nobody has ever given me a problem because of that. I know. So plus, when people start seeing you use your own products, it makes them, like, I guess, more confident, to try it for themselves. It's just like if you were to recommend your favorite Starbucks drink. It's a word of mouth recommendation, and it's going to go on and go on. So what else did I want to talk about? I think that's really it. Does anybody have any questions or like concerns they wanted to talk about? Tomorrow is our virtual wrap party, which I'm really excited about. I already started inviting people, and they're excited. One girl actually is like, she does paper and shit. She's like, I don't even know what I'm doing my own parties. This looks good. So get all of those added. Let's see. I've got, which reminds me, I've got a few giveaways. I sent out giveaways today, so some people are getting some stuff in the mail. What else? Thursday is the Nearman Zoom, and then I'm trying to think, is there any more promotions going on? No, but you guys can still earn those bonuses. They're still up for grabs. So we're gonna do this. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm going double this month. I'm going double this month, and I want to take you all with me. I want to take you all with me, for real. I've thought a lot about this, and my team has worked so hard, and they've been so worthy of all of this. And I just want you to know, though, like, your promotion is always in your hands, yours. Okay, it's nobody else's. When I went diamond, I literally was like, nope, I don't care. And I'm in the same exact mode. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm going to make it happen, even if it sounds crazy. I'm going to do it for my family, and then I'm going to be able to say, like, I helped this person, because I can specifically, like, look and think about how many people are up for grabs right now with other bonuses. I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them earn those bonuses. That's the only way that this team goes double, is if I help other people do what I did faster, faster, and better. This whole journey changed my life. Changed my life in ways that I wish I could explain to you guys, but you didn't know me before. Okay, some of you did, but you didn't know like the real me. I was very sad and angry and resentful and just scared. I was scared all the time because of money. And I just want to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. You can live out your life and you can live out your life and make money from your phone and not be glued to it 24 hours a day and just be happy. Be so happy. This is literally the best job I've ever had, and I'm so blessed to know all of you. So I just wanted to talk. I wanted to get all that stuff out, tell you my teachings, and I hope this helps. But you guys have a good night. I'll see you soon.